Hi everyone, I'm here in my garden on Vancouver Island. It's a pretty decent day today. It is the beginning of November, so we're into fall now. We're getting some colder temperatures and more rain and some light frost so far, so I still need to clean up the garden and there's a few things left to harvest, so why don't you join me? I'm at my potato bed right now. So in this bed right here, I planted 4 different varieties of potatoes in the spring, and now it's time to harvest. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Oh, lovely. That's a decent one. Decent banana potato. The little guy. Oh, looks like we got a few under here. So we want to be careful that we don't damage them with like a fork or something. That's a nice one. Oh, wow. I'm enjoying that little one. I've got different colors kind of mixed everywhere. Oh, look at that. Nice big worm. Holy cow. Holy cow. Let's check it out. Look at that. That is a good size earthworm, and it's definitely well fed. So, must be liking something in here. Let's just put you back. And then we'll put Mr. Worm back. Oh, there's another worm, so I'll put you in there. There's a few of them. Let's cover them up. And we'll keep looking for potatoes. Oh, I suspect that next year when I grow potatoes, I need to add a lot more nutrients to the soil first because I'm not getting a huge amount and they're not overly big, so guessing that nutrients could be an issue here. I am still working on the soil because I just started this garden area about a year or two ago, and so it does take time to build good soil, especially when you're starting with a very poor foundation. But I've been adding compost yearly as well as my chicken manure and fertilizer, organic fertilizer. So yeah, year after year, it will just improve. So yeah, so far, not too bad. So these ones here are actually the Seedland potatoes that I planted, which are a nice variety. But again, not a huge harvest here. Let's see if we can gently lift the soil. So I'm going to dig down right to the clay level almost, and we're going to flip. And I imagine that we'll probably poke a few potatoes in the process. Oh, there's a potato. There's a few. So I want to try not. Oh, wow. Well, I'm pretty impressed with the Seedland variety. Those ones seem to do, oops, not too bad. I've got some baby asparagus plants over here. I don't want to get over there too far. So anyways, you can see that didn't work too bad. It was probably a little less effort than digging with my hand shovel. But you do risk sometimes poking into your potatoes. But whoops, this variety is really good. So we've got quite a good amount of these Seedland potatoes. So I'm pretty happy with those. It's in good size. Let's see if there's any more in here. We might have hit the end. Oh, might be a few more over here. There's a few more. Oh, okay, some potatoes there. So those are pretty nice. Okay, so I've gone through the entire bed here with a shovel and a pitchfork, and I think I've cleaned out all the potatoes. Don't stress about little pea-sized potatoes that are left in the bed, because those are going to be great for seeds for next year. If you want potato plants popping up here, even if you don't, you can always transplant them in the spring to a different area. But they're going to stay nice and safe and cozy under the soil all winter long. At least they do in my climate here, because we don't get super, super cold. But I'm going to finish this bed by just giving it a rake over and smoothing it out. So most of the time I do practice like no dig gardening, but in a potato bed, you're digging usually. So this is one of the only beds that I actually stir up and turn over. I probably won't use the same area for potatoes again next year, just because I like to rotate the crops a little bit, and hopefully we'll find a better spot for potatoes. That is nice soil. It's full of worms. So over the fall, I'll just cover this bed with a blanket of maple leaves, just like these. I have a whole bunch on my property, so I'll just rake them up. I'll put them all over the bed and leave that through the winter. And then in the springtime, I will apply a covering of compost or chicken manure before I plant my spring crops. So that's it. This bed's done. Okay, so what did I learn this year about potatoes? Well, I learned that I probably need to add more nutrients to my soil to get a better harvest. All in all, out of this bed, that's probably 10 feet by 6 feet, 60 square feet, I probably got like 5 pounds of potatoes. So I really didn't get too much. But yeah, I think nutrients probably had a lot to do with that. I probably need a lot more nutrients, organic fertilizer, more chicken manure, more compost. Potatoes are quite heavy feeders, so I think I underestimated their needs this year. So we'll try that again. I've also been saving my own potato seeds. So, I have done that for the past few years. So I do think maybe some of those potatoes are nearing the end of their seed quality. I believe that you can only save your potatoes for seed for a certain number of years until they no longer provide you with good seed. So I'm going to look into that, and I will let you know about that. But otherwise, yeah, I think next year probably I'll just feed more, maybe new seed potatoes, maybe a different location so I can rotate my crops. But all in all, we're still going to enjoy some potatoes. So thanks for watching. So there's the harvest. That's all the potatoes I got out of my whole bed. So I'm going to wash them up. I'll take them inside, and then I will weigh them, and we'll see what our grand total is for this year. Okay, now I will take those into the kitchen and we'll give them another wash, and then we'll weigh them. So you'll probably see that I'm not a master gardener. I don't get great harvests all the time. Sometimes I make mistakes. Everything's not perfect, but I think that's kind of what being a gardener is. You get to be creative, you get to learn, you get to try things, try new things you've never done before, and sometimes it flops, but that's okay. We keep learning, we keep enjoying, and if you love gardening, you'll do it probably for the rest of your life. So that's what I want to do anyways, is just enjoy the process, learn as much as I can every year, and looking forward to next gardening season. Thanks for watching.